Here we are. Here we are, Clark. Welcome to the Tasting Bothy, where every dram tells a story.
Hello, Willie. Great to be back. It's
Been a wee while.
Ages since we last had a dram together.
I know, I was just thinking about it the other day, because obviously you and I have been away on holiday together with our good lady wives. And prior to that, I was away, and then prior to that, you were away with Caitlin. So we've, it must be at least 3 months.
I don't know. It seems ages anyway.
Well, we're almost in August, so that's it. Yeah. Oh, there's Jason on. Good evening, Jason.
Oh, there's the big guy.
I wouldn't suggest that we're a bit dry, because although we've not been on the Tasting Bothy, that doesn't mean to say that we've not been having a dram or two or a beer.
We certainly weren't dry. That's for absolutely certain.
Some were wetter than others.
Well, I wouldn't like to comment on that in case I incriminate myself.
Yep. So tonight, Clark. Good evening, Tony. Good night, Clark. Just at the right time, Tony comes on and said, "Good evening, boys," because tonight we're actually doing a couple of drams that Tony sent to us. That's Tony, right. You've sent us that many drams, and we've done a few already. Right. But tonight we decided to have a look at the Deanston and the Mortlach that you sent to us. The reason I chose the two of them was because obviously the Deanston's in a sherry cask, and I would hazard a guess that the Mortlach will be in a sherry cask. A Speyside, Mortlach tend to be sherry casks, but as we go on, we'll find out a wee bit more about it, and we'll talk about it then. So we'll get in there. So, Clark, Deanston, just up the road. I can almost see the distillery from here, from a window in the office. Well, I can see the Wallace Monument.
There's no far,
and I can see as far. So I can see as far up as Stirling Castle and the Wallace Monument. Stirling Castle probably blocks my view of Deanston Distillery.
I
can't believe that somebody built. I can't believe that somebody built some up there. Tony's got both of them in front of him. So we'll look forward to his comments. We'll look forward to his comments as they come.
Yes, excellent.
So, as much as I know about the Deanston, Clark, having been there and spent some time up at Deanston, sherry cask, sherry finish anyway, matured in ex-bourbon casks, and then finished in Oloroso sherry casks. That's how they tend to do. There's nothing wrong with a bottle of Heverley, to be honest with you, Ron. So, Jason, so you stick with that. So, I think what I'll do is I'll just for context, I'll just stick the two of them beside each other, and you can see there is a distinct difference. This is a bit darker than this one. Yep. I still think this is a sherry cask as well. We'll share that more as we get on. Tell you a wee bit about Gordon McPhail as well. So, anyway, let's get it on the nose and see where we are. It's quite light on the nose, Clark.
Yes, but my initial thought here is, we're away camping, we're in the tent again, and we've got the lilo out, and we can smell that rubber.
All right, you've got that nose. I find it quite sweet, quite honeyish, Clark.
Well, once I get past the rubber, we'll probably get that.
No, I get what you mean by that. It does have a kind of mustiness to it.
Yeah. That's what it is, yes. Yes, that's exactly what it is. It's musty. Aye. Good.
Sometimes I need to have a wee sip first before my nose really gets into it. Because obviously you taste with your nose, but you can't pour it down your nose. So
no.
Let's have a wee sippy of it. Let's get it down the thrapple and see what it tastes like. Oh, it's quite spicy. It is 46%, 46.3% ABV.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Now, Oloroso sherry, I would expect to pick up more raisiny notes.
That's
This
right.
is more. This is more of a kind of Chardonnay, white winey.
Hmm.
Tony, you didn't put the wrong drink in the in the in the bottle. It's unusual.
It is, isn't it? Well, he says he sent you
Well, Tony,
the labels.
Tony's saying he sent me a picture via Messenger. Let me just check I've got the right one. So let me go into Messenger, Tony. I can do that. Yes, that's the one. Yep. That's the bottles that I posted earlier on. I thought it was those ones. So that's the two bottles that I posted earlier on. So I'm going to go back in again.
Hey, it's got quite a
Right. I'm not wasting any time with this. I think that this is one that
is
is going to
water.
benefit for that.
Mm-hmm. I think you're right. I'm not getting much. There's a kind of figgy sort of taste of it. That kind of that kind of fruity. But
yeah, but I think it's one of those that might need a wee bit of water just to loosen it.
I think you could be right. It is quite possible. I shouldn't have put so much water in there. Not in the water.
That's better. Good evening, Declan. Welcome. Yeah, adding that wee drop water to that, Clark. I know this is a non-age statement. 46.3 ABV. It's not really at 46. It's not really that packs that bigger punch. It's a nice spiciness and heat to it. But that little bit of water has loosened it off, and I'm actually going to. I've only put 2 wee drops, and I'm actually going to go down with another 2.
Yeah.
Just to get that, to see if that loosens that off a wee bit and brings what I'm looking for.
It hasn't changed the nose. It's still musty.
Yeah. Right. Okay. Now that I've got that, I'm picking up that sweet, that honey, a bit of marmalade, Clark. It's like
I think I'll stick another couple in as well then.
There's an oranginess that comes through, that citrus orangey note that comes through, which is really nice. And the finish is quite spicy. No, Tony, we're actually on the Deanston first. That's why you'll be getting confused. They'll no taste the same. We started with the Deanston. We started with the Deanston because my perception, it's a non-age statement. My perception is that this might be younger than the Mortlach, and we know the Mortlach's a 15, so I decided to go with this one first. So Deanston, just up the road from us here, Clark, just the other side of Stirling. We know it well, up in Doon, well, up in Deanston actually, but
you've been there a couple of times, eh?
Yes, sorry for the confusion, Tony. Yep, that's correct, because I did put at the top Mortlach 15 and then Deanston Sherry Cask. That's just, I don't always go that way around. That's the way I typed it in. My apologies. I hope you've not drunk all your Mortlach now. So on the nose, I know it's confusing enough, Tony, without me doing stuff like this. Anyway, it's a lot lighter on the nose, Clark, and it's lost that mustiness now that I've added that wee bit of water. I agree with you. There was that kind of, like you call it, blowing up a lilo, that kind of rubbery kind of feel to it. Now I've not got that. On the nose, it's beautiful on the nose. It's lovely, kind of figgy, vanilla wee bit of citrus note on there. It's quite rich. Don't know how long it's been in that Oloroso cask for though. I mean, it's just finished in that, so you're pulling through a bit more of the bourbon influence on it. But I'm not getting a big punch of sherry in here. They're calling it they're calling it a sherry cask finish, but I don't know if it's been in it for 6 days or 6 weeks or what it's been in for. I mean, don't get me wrong, I love Deanston. I've got loads of Deanstons here. I've got their Virgin Oak, I've got their 18-year-old, and again, because it's local to us, I've been a few times to the distillery. In fact, I quite like the coffee shop there. Jennifer and I go for a run in the car occasionally, and we'll pop in for a coffee there. Not that often if we've got the dog bears, because they're not very pet friendly. That's anybody that's tuning in and I want to go to Deanston. That's one of the kind of drawbacks for me is that they've got a great coffee shop, but they didn't like dogs in. And I don't see why. But the Woodsman, the hotel in Doon is fantastic. They do great breakfasts, great lunches, and they're very pet friendly. So if you're ever up going to Deanston and you want to go for lunch or a breakfast or something before you go, then go into Doon. I'll be doing all my advertising here, Clark. I'll be needing to get credits for the adverts with them.
You're needing a wee bit of sponsorship here for all these people.
Yes, I think so. Right, my Deanston.
£20 for the Deanston on Amazon. That was a good buy then, wasn't it? The Mortlach was a present. That was good.
You get some great deals on Deanston on Amazon. They're forever flinging stuff like that on Amazon. But again, you and I have found recently in Tesco's, we've picked up some great. That Glengoyne. We've got a Glengoyne. Was it £18 we paid for that Glengoyne?
No, a wee bit more than that, but not much more than that.
Can't remember where it was. I'm just reaching to get it here. So that was it. Glengoyne signature. That wasn't expensive at all.
No.
It wasn't expensive at all. No, Ron, we need to find a big sponsorship, no a wee sponsorship.
Wee sponsorships are really good to anybody. I'm struggling how to score this because
I know. I'm in the same boat as you, Clark.
To my mind, I would never have known this. If you'd given me this, I'd never have known this was a Deanston.
I did give you it. Do you know what I like about the finish? Is the heat, that warm spiciness there. It's got a lovely kind of gingery finish to it. So it's a great heat. I'm trying to think. It's a bit like that kind of spiced ginger, or what else do I get that's like that? There's no cinnamon in there. That's the best way I would describe it. There's a wee bit of kind of chocolate in there, a wee bit like a chocolate ginger. No dark chocolate. I like that. It's nice. It's nice. Have you put a score down for it, Clark?
Right.
So the other night there, Clark, I opened my bottle of Rosebank. I know I've gave you a wee bottle to.
You did.
To share. We'll do this in the tasting bothy at some point. But as I said, it's been sitting on my shelf, and it's one of those things that the other night I thought, you know, this is crazy. I am never going to sell this bottle. I've got no intention to sell it. But imagine if I died tomorrow and I didn't know what it tasted like. That's exactly what I thought.
It would be an absolute catastrophe if you died tomorrow and I didn't know what it tasted like.
But the thing is, Clark, the likelihood is you would have got to taste it because Jennifer might have opened it.
Oh,
and then you'd have tasted it, and I wouldn't have tasted it.
I don't want this to make it sound like I was being mean here, but I would much rather you were here and I drank it with you.
Well, I knew that's what you meant.
Well, I'm sure that's what I meant.
Declan buys to drink every bottle.
It's better reach, but I'm finding it very difficult.
There's a few people have said that. I mean, I posted the other day. I mean, I posted on Facebook when I opened it, and there's loads of folk that said that drams are supposed to be open to be shared. Tony said with me, but anyway. So yes, I'll send you a wee dram down, Tony. Don't you worry.
Well, I've got a couple in my collection as well of Rosebanks, and I've decided that when I'm not working anymore and I've retired, the first one's getting opened. That's it. The decision has been made as a celebratory.
I'll need to go to your boss so you can retire the more.
I'll get his telephone number.
Right, you do that. I'll text him, get him told that Clark has to retire ASAP.
Right.
In fact, you know, sometimes he watches this. He might actually be sitting here online and we can't see him. So all of the ones that are commenting we can see. There's other folks sitting online that we can't see. So he's maybe sitting there. We'll get a message in a minute. No. From an anonymous viewer. Anyway, come on then. Am I going first with the score or with you?
No, you're going first.
Right, I'm going first. I have scored it an 88.
I've been a bit more miserable than you. I've scored an 86 because it's a nice jam, but there's something about it I'm not sure about.
Yes, there's something missing. It's a lovely dram.
It's a nice.
There's nothing wrong with the dram.
No, not at all. Not at all.
It's easily drinkable.
Oh,
and again, very non-offensive, but a lot of Deanstons are like that. So, Tony's got 10 years to go.
Oh my! Oh dear, oh dear.
I don't know if you need to wait 10 years, Tony.
You never know.
Unless you're only 40.
For £20 is good.
You're right. I agree with you, Tony. For 20 quid, that's a good dram. That's value for money. You can't argue with that.
That's great for 20 quid. There's no two ways about it. No two ways about it.
Yeah. So you've scored it 86. I've scored it 87, 88. So let's just call it 87.
Right. Okay.
We'll meet in the middle. So just 8.7 is where we are.
Right. Fine with that.
I'm just going to cleanse my palate before I go to the next one.
I'm not sure what it is about that one. There's something just.
No, I know what you mean. I know what you mean. Now, our next offering for Tony,
yes,
is a Mortlach.
Yes,
but it's a Gordon and McPhail. I like Gordon and McPhail.
Yes.
For those who didn't know about Gordon McPhail, they've been around for about 130 years. There was a Mr. Gordon and a Mr. McPhail. James Gordon and John McPhail. Pardon me. They founded the company back in 1895-ish, 18 something like around about then. And it was a grocer's shop really in Elgin, up in the north of Scotland. That's where they were. But they also sold whiskies and whatever, but they also wanted to be a premium brand on that. So they've obviously, over the years, have done that. So started off selling it, and then slowly but surely moved into it, and everybody will recognise Connoisseur's Choice. There'll be loads of bottles out there, and really that's what they did. They were kind of high end wine merchant and grocer store. That's really what they were, and it's I think that's really strange. They're away up in the north of Scotland up there. It's not like they were in Glasgow or Edinburgh. They were in Elgin, and you would think, why would you have a high end? But I suppose all the land of the gentry were up round about that area, and there's a load of distilleries up in that area. So that's when they were. And then later on, they joined forces with a guy called. I only know all this because we went to that night. I don't know if you were with me at the night that I went to the Ben Romach tastings in Linlithgow. And Ben Romach are owned by Gordon and McPhail. They bought the distillery. The distillery was mothballed, and they took over the distillery. I think 1993. They purchased Ben Romach, and as you know, Ben Romach is one of my favourite drams, one of my favourite distilleries. So they purchased that, and Prince Charles, believe it or not, now King Charles, he actually opened it in 1998. So Gordon and McPhail have been around for a long time, and they've bought loads and loads of different casks of whiskey over the years, and out of that has come all these various drams. So they've been at it for a while, and as I said, they're one of my favourite distilleries, but they're also one of my favourite distributors of whiskies. I love their Connoisseur's Choice, and there's got loads of other labels, but independent bottlers, some of them get a bad name, and I think that's because some of the independent bottlers they just rush it because they're trying to make money.
Yes.
Whereas they've been at this for such a long time, you know, that they've got casks that have matured for a long time and whatever. So this is a 15-year-old Mortlach, and right away you can tell the colour for the last one is completely different.
The colour of that. That's a lovely rich colour. Lovely rich amber. That's lovely.
And so let's get a wee bit on the nose.
Ooh,
oh
yes.
Wow!
Wow!
Yes. Now that's different, Clark. Now it's only. Tony said it's 46.3. I thought it was only 43% ABV, but I'll stand corrected. It's really unusual on the nose, Clark.
It's nice though, isn't it? It's pleasant.
It's full of stewed fruits.
Oranges, stewed oranges as well. It's kind of the marmalade kind of.
Aye, apricots and oranges. Now, that's not what I expected.
Nope.
I would have thought, again, Tony's got the bottle there. Well, Tony had the bottle. I noticed that it's 43%. I thought that, Tony. Tony's got the bottle there because he posted a picture earlier on because the bottle's empty because he'd taken his last dram out at the night to share it with us. Tony, can you confirm with me that this was matured in bourbon casks and refill sherry casks? You can smell the age in that. It's lovely.
You can, eh?
I get apple blossom in there as well. It's really appley.
I see what you mean.
I've got one of the daft things in my head again. Right, digestive biscuits. See when Jennifer makes a cheesecake, right? She has to obviously. She gets digestive biscuits, and she has to break it all down to make the base.
Yes,
and that's what that smells like. When she gets the digestive biscuits and she breaks them all down and she adds a wee bit of butter to it to make her base. I'm getting that kind of cereal digestive biscuit. Apple blossom. and that apricot and orange. Surprising because, Dane, when you think about a sherry finish, apricots and oranges didn't necessarily come in to that. You would expect that to be from some sort of white wine cask. But anyway.
That's a nice,
this is lovely.
That's a nice nose. It's really nice, eh?
It is. It is. It's probably one of my favourite noses I've had. So I've just scored my nose. I've not scored my nose because my nose is... I've scored the nose. Right. Let's see what story it's telling us, Clark. Because in the tasting bothy, every dram tells a story. So what story is this one telling us? Let's have a wee taste on the lips. Let's get the palate and then the thrapple. First thing for me is the texture. I didn't even think about what that's tasted like. It's the oiliness coating my tongue and my mouth. And I've still got that oiliness, even though I've finished it. That oiliness is all the way around about my palate. If I run my tongue across the top of my mouth, I can still taste it. If I run it around my cheeks, I can still taste it. It's really lingering into the...
A wee bit of heat on the finish as well, a wee bit spicy, like that.
It's really sultana-y. It's like somebody's taken a big jar of sultanas and steeped them in sherry.
Yeah.
It's that sweet sultana-y. I'm not getting any the funny thing is I get apricot in my nose. I didn't get any of that in the palate. It's so sugary. And that lovely wee gentle warm heat. And then it just lingers. Tony sent me another picture. Hold on. I'll open this up.
The wee bitterness to the palate as well. You know, kind of like you get from a marmalade. You know, kind of bitter, orangey.
The 11th of January 2012, Tony says that this bottle was
I saw that.
Was bottled. So that means it must have been distilled around about 1997. I is right enough for that. I would agree with you, Tony, that your gifting buddy is a good buddy. If he's gave you that as a gift, that's a belter of a dram.
It is.
Now, this kind of pains me to do this, Clark.
He's putting water in
because I love it just as it is.
He's putting water in it. Can't look.
But I've added just two wee teardrops to it.
Yeah, I'm gonna let you
One of the things I noticed straight away, I've added 2 wee teardrops and how much the legs have changed for that.
Yeah.
I'm not sure about the nose on it now. Not sure about the nose. It loses a wee bit of that, but all that apricotiness is gone. Bit of orangey, bit of apple blossom, bit of vanilla. A vanilla custardy way. Aye. I'm picking up quite an oakiness though. It's more woody this time. Now that I've added that water. Nice. It's not improved it, but it's not made it any worse. Just the same.
So you've just got a wee bit more than you had.
Aye. Not much though. Not much. Do you know what I like about this? There's a white pepperiness to this. That pepperiness, I love the pepperiness. I'm definitely a pepper man in my soup. If I get soup, I like to add pepper to it. As you'll have noticed when we were on the cruise. Because every night I had soup. Never added any salt to it, but I always liked a wee drop pepper on it because I like that heat. Doesn't it change the length of the finish on it? This is an interesting dram, Clark. I don't know. I'm having more difficulty scoring this one than I did with the last one. Because I love it. It's a great dram, but it's not a brilliant dram.
No. But it is a very good dram.
We have had Mortlachs before.
I think we have, aye.
But again, ABV was nearer the 60%, and they were a bit older, and they were really, well, they were a lot deeper and darker than this is.
Right.
I prefer it to the last one.
Me too.
But it's not one of these, like Gordon gave us the chewy beastie thing that was...
It's not a wild dram, no.
No, it's not a sherry bomb.
No.
You know, but it's a good dram.
It's a good dram, aye. You'd quite happily drink that. In fact, I am
Yes.
quite happily drinking this.
I know. And I think that's part of the problem is that I suppose Gordon McPhail, it depends on the quality of the casks. And this is part of the problem when you get independent bottlers. Some of them buy the liquid and then finish them in casks. Right. Some of them buy the casks and then just let them mature and then put them in their own bottles and sell them. So it depends on what they've done with this. Have they bought the liquid and then matured it in a cask, which maybe was a wee bit more inferior than something else, and therefore not giving it that whole roundedness that we're looking for? Because that's what's missing for me here. It's not as rounded as we've had. If we bought a Mortlach from Mortlach itself, then they're a lot more rounded and deeper and whatever else. When they've taken this, obviously they've diluted it down to 43%. So has that taken away some of the characteristics that might be actually sitting within the dram?
Had it been a bit stronger, that's right, aye, okay.
Yeah, and I think that's maybe why I prefer a cask strength dram to some others, because what you're getting is they've put it in there at 70% proof, 69% proof, and then they've let it mature for 15 years. It's come out the cask at 54% proof, and you're getting everything that's came for it. So, and they've not added anything to dilute it down to get as many bottles of it as possible. But they've diluted it down enough as to make it a really enjoyable drinking dram.
That's a nice dram, I like that. Yep.
Good?
Yep.
Right.
Well done.
You're going first this time.
Right, well, to me it's a 9 out of 10, I like it. It's a better dram than the last one.
I've gave it a 91.
There you go. I'd be quite happy with that. It's a 9. It's a 9 out of 10. But if you want to go 9.1 out of 10, that's fine.
No. I'm quite happy. 9 out of 10. Happy with a 9 out of 10 on it. So I don't know if you've frozen or if you're just sitting still or no.
I may have frozen. Can you hear me?
Oh, I can hear you loud and clear.
Right. Well, I'm swiveling my chair just now, and my picture's not swiveling, so I seem to be frozen. But as long as
let it go, Clark. Let it go. I can't. There's nothing I can do about it because I can't bring you back on. Tony thinks 90's fair.
Yeah, I think so as well. Mm-hmm.
Aye, I think so. I think it's a good dram. Really sugary. Really, I love it. Sugary, sweety.
Once he says I'm quite quiet. Clark is low volume. Do you think I'm low volume, or am I just further away from the computer and not speaking very loud?
And that might be it. Yeah. I said you were quiet earlier, but I think that was part and parcel of my volume was down. I can hear you okay, but maybe others can't quite hear you. So maybe you're a wee bit further away from the screen than you usually are.
It's maybe just me. My wife has been telling me of late that I'm speaking too quietly all the time.
Well, that's a good thing if your wife's telling you that.
Well, it means I'm not shouting at her. Yeah, I'm still frozen. There's no movement here. I'm wiggling about in my chair and there's nothing.
I don't know why your camera's done that, because obviously the fact that I'm picking you up, it's quite strange. I don't know. I'm going to remove you and bring you back on. All right. So stay where you are. Hold the line collar. I'll move you for there, and then I'll add you back to the stage again.
You could do that. See if it makes a difference.
No, I can't see you at all.
No, I can't see me either.
Is your camera on, Clark?
Well, it was on before.
Funny, because I can hear you, but I can't see you.
You can still hear me, right? The only thing I could do is come out and come back in again, but I don't know if it's worthwhile because we've already been on for 35 minutes.
No, don't do that. You know, that it's that there's no point in doing that because we're at the end of this dram. So what we'll do is we'll just I'm going to take you back off the stage. I'm going to add you back into the stage again, see what happens again. There's nothing there.
No.
And I don't know if I can.
But it says that my connection is quite weak, it says, so that could be the problem.
All right.
Anyway. It says it's medium, so it's come back up.
It's coming back up. I can see you, Clark, again, so let's remove you and let's add you to the stage again. I know that if I hit my wee button to spin it round, I'm going to kick everybody else off, and that's it. So what we'll say is we'll say goodbye to everybody, Clark.
Sure.
Right.
Good night.
As Tony says, it's like being in a tent at the end of the night. Sound but no sight. I think Tony's been camping with us before, Clark.
He'll know what I'm talking about with the smells like blowing up a lilo then. He'll know.
He will. But anyway, folks, thanks very much for your time. I hope it's been an entertaining evening for you. Until we see you again in the Tasting Bothy. Next week, Clark, I'll be back at my son-in-law's house.
Oh, so you
They're off on holiday. They're all off on holiday. Jennifer and I are going over to dog sit again. And so the fact that we're across here dog sitting means that I'll be coming live for the bar in his back garden. So
now the only thing is I'm not going to be around next week. I'm not going to be around next weekend.
Oh, you're not? Are you going up to pick the caravan up and staying up there?
I'm not. Yeah, well, I'm not. I'm certain I'm not available. So we'll need to wait another. So that was we've done well to manage 1 week in a month, eh?
It is, aye. It's been brilliant. And I'm there the next again weekend as well, so.
That's fine.
We'll get some sorted. So I'm just going to end this live stream. Everybody's saying good night. We'll say good night until we see you all again in the Tasting Bothy. Have a great week. Look after yourselves. Drink responsibly. And we'll see you all soon again in the Tasting Bothy.
Good night.